Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, today is a very exciting day. I'm still in Delhi. Yes, I've not gone back home. The excitement is doubled up because I'm getting the Meteor. I'm gonna keep it for 4-5 days. So finally reached Royal Enfield Saket. Let's pick the Meteor. Okay, so finally got the Meteor 350 Supernova. Unfortunately, I can't take the footage. First of all, there's a lot of noise here. So, wanna pick it up? First reaction. Already feeling the comfort. Today is the next day. I used this bike last night and I'm sorry I didn't vlog about it because it was dark and I was riding all night. I had so much fun, especially the cold in Delhi. Okay, so starting this beast, I have also synced my app with the navigation, but currently not using. Getting on the highway. So the weather in Delhi is so good that I'm actually shooting in one of the lanes. I don't even know where I am. And this is a beautiful motorcycle. So let's dive in and talk about it quickly. First of all, this is a single cylinder motorcycle. I'm not talking about the engine specifications. That's been done all over YouTube and I'm sure you guys have seen it. But I'm going to talk about how it performed for these 3 days when I used it. Design is very much derived from the Thunderbird. You can say a successor of Thunderbird, but it's completely different. And I kid you not, personally, it looks much better than screen. And when I saw it for the first time, entered the showroom and I saw the black variant, the smoke black, and this one also, which is the Supernova series, is really fabulous. The best part Royal Enfield has done is they have heard you guys, you know, like whatever complaints you all had, they've fixed all of that and made a motorcycle. Every time when Royal Enfield launches a classic series or Thunderbird series or like the Meteor we have here, people will always wonder, this is a 350cc variant, where is the 500cc variant? But I guess something big is coming, right? So there are some spied shots, maybe of a 650 or a higher cubic capacity. God only knows what they are planning, but that cruiser also looks sick. And if this could do so well, people who are power hungry like me would love to ride the 650 parallel twin and a cruiser, which is really good. Okay, I'm sorry about the background noise. There are going to be a lot of vehicles passing by. Talking about the lower variant of the Meteor, you do not get the windshield. But I feel it looks really nice. It does its job till killing the bugs and making the wind blast not hit your chest level. I do not expect a cruiser to have a windshield till here, you know, and for adventure bikes that's possible. But if you closely have a look, The windshield designed and planned is very well. It does have a little bend here, which is like a lip going up. So definitely all that air will hit this area and try to go up. So that's pretty decent for this motorcycle. Also the support brackets right here look decent and look really sturdy, especially when you're talking about this area. The handlebar is broad. You can lean this bike properly, and oh my god, because of those 140s behind, this bike really leans well. Go get a test ride, you'll automatically understand what I'm talking about. So the switches provided on this motorcycle are a bit different. The quality is better. However, the pass light is a bit different when I actually squeeze it from my thumb. I prefer it on my first finger, but it's alright. It's not a deal breaker. You don't use the pass light continuously unless you're doing night riding and you need it often. These grips are so good that you don't need any extra grips over it. I think Royal Enfield Meteor 350 plan was, let's give these guys a motorcycle with a perfect seat, a perfect handlebar, a great wind deflector visor, great rear view mirrors, a good engine, good suspension, good tires, alloy wheels, sorting all the problems out plus giving it a new fresh look. So quickly talking about the tail light, which is my favorite part of this motorcycle. I kid you not, when you see it in the night from far, you can actually recognize that this is a Meteor 350. Hopefully would come on the 650 as well. And yeah, a lot of questions that can this fit the Interceptor. That experiment is still pending, so I will do that separately. The rear fenders are really broad and nice, which really complements the motorcycle. They have made sure when a rider is sitting, their tailbone is very well supported. Extra cushioning done here is decent, and I've used it continuously for 100 kilometers. I had zero complaints about the seat. The rear seat is also well cushioned and nice, depending of the size of your pillion. If you have a very big built guy or a girl sitting behind, then it could be a little cramped up, but otherwise this is really nice. I had a pillion with me for the ride as well, and the pillion had no complaints. Perfect positioning, perfectly comes on your lower back area where you need it. It does have decent cushioning, which can also absorb some shocks if you go through potholes, which is really nice. Alloy wheels look really decent. They are specially made for this motorcycle. There is a huge difference, as you can see that the engine foundation is actually part of the chassis. When you ride this motorcycle and when it's idle after 1 hour of continuous riding, and if you put your foot here, you can actually feel a beat, kind of a thump coming towards your feet. That is because of the engine. Now that's not called vibration. Also gives you a sense that the motorcycle is on, because it becomes so smooth that if this was not there, you would not know if the bike is on or not. Otherwise the thump is there. Yes, aftermarket exhaust will prove that the thump is there or not. That we'll see in future, definitely, when someone upgrades to different exhaust notes. Yes, this part looks very familiar of the 650, and that's the reason you can see the fins look beautiful on this engine. The overall work over the engine performance is really smooth, and yes, this is a vibration free motorcycle. I'm telling you after my ride, and you should take a test drive to understand that. They're decent enough, but yes, if you take a crash, this could be problematic, but it's okay. You can always replace. The foot pegs come with a spring system now, so that when you take a crash, this goes in, tucks in well. I have not done a video about the accessories, but there are ample of accessories available on the site. You can make your own bike now. They have a new app called Make My Own. Like, they have made a metal cap which is really good for the petrol tank. However, this part is plastic. I'm damn surprised. Initially I thought this is metal. Tripper is basically your navigator. This is turn by turn signals. Yes, it comes on your app, which is a Royal Enfield app. I have already installed it and synced it. Works really fine, but you have to be used to of turn signals, because there are a lot of people who like maps to be seen. So if that's the case, don't worry, they've figured that out. There is a charger right here on the left hand side. This is the charging point. You can put a USB and charge, and if you have a mobile mount, you can always hook your mobile here, which is really decent. This is the first time I have liked the stock exhaust on Royal Enfield, because as you can see, this time they've made a shorter pipe, which is really neat. It looks decent, very slim and nice, goes with the entire look, does not overtake the rear tire, which usually happens in Royal Enfield case. When I saw the rear suspension, I was actually wondering that why did they make something like this, because this is really conventional, and I got a shocker. Literally, this is adjustable. You can see that it has these adjusters, which is really cool, and that's one thing nice. And I really thought this will not perform that well, but I was wrong. It did really well, especially on potholes, speed breakers, and in the city limits. I have not done off-roading on it. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to do that. This is your EFI cap, very much like the 650 Interceptor. So these are the side panels made out of plastic for battery, also for your tools and also for your air filter area. You must wait for the ride review, which is coming soon, but I must say Royal Enfield has surprised a lot of people, and I was surprised too, because didn't expect this to come out so well, especially for the 350 segment. If you're looking for a highway cruiser or for touring, this is decent. Even the average is amazing. So stay tuned for my ride review. Yeah, so actually this walk around can have so much. For example, the grab rails, okay, for example, you know, these things to actually put the bike on the main stand. First time Royal Enfield has given on both sides, so it can actually act like your saddle stay. There are plenty of things which I can add in this video, but obviously there's time constraint, and that's the reason. If you have any more questions, you can ask below or DM me on my Instagram handle, and I'll be glad to answer you guys. So this is what it is.